This is Rena, and happy December. So, today we're going to talk about ideas on where, you know, how it's fun to shop na discounted, you're able to get things on sale, but it's also fun, wouldn't you agree, na yung pang shopping mo is kita ng money mo. So, today, I want to share with you ideas on where you can make your money work for you and yun ang pang shopping mo. Okay? So, who am I? For those who are new to me or have not experienced the work that I do, I'm Rena. In this physical world, I am a certified wealth planner. That's my profession for 14 years. I'm also a certified life coach. I am an NLP master practitioner. I'm a certified investment strategist and multi-awarded international leader. And I'm also a certified energy healer. So, that's me in the physical world. I'm also a mom of 3 kids, Leon, Liora, and Vito, and a loving wife to my husband, Leon. And as a spirit being, I am intuitive, a catalyst, and I'm a visionary. So my highest purpose is actually universal love, and this is me loving you today, giving you information. Because I realized, for the time that I'm serving my clients, ang nasa-serve ko, maliit lang na portion, those who are parang aligned lang agad to the ideas on financial planning. So, itong kwentuhan na to, I wanna be able to serve you, right? So, if you like the idea of yung panggagastos mo ay kita ng money mo, let's get right to it. Okay, so, in my FB post yesterday lang actually, I posted there the power of the metaverse. So it's, what do you call this, from 1,000, yung 1,000 na nilagay ko 6 months ago in one crypto asset was yesterday naging 103,000 siya. So why? When I checked it further, it's a metaverse project. So what I want to share with you are not ideas really on high risk speculative investments. Definitely you can do that. So actually I think there are I want to express this sharing for two types of people. So tingnan nyo kung nasan ka dun. So one is those who are nasa crypto space, forex, yung mga nasa highly speculative investments, right? So, I just wanna highlight na pag kumita yung money natin, you can take profit. And you can actually also parang diversify it to merong intrinsic value. So, that's my message. So, basically, yung age kasi natin now, right? In 20 to 30 years, if you are to retire na, and of course to our friends na nasa retiree age na din, di ba? What you wanna do is kumbaga, yung idea ng sustainability ng lifestyle. So, if you go into high risk investments like HYIP, di ba? Yung high yield investments where maglalagay ka ng money and it's gonna be what do you call this? Yung ng company, they're gonna take care of it. You know how easily pwede din siyang mawala, 'di ba? Mawala yung access sa website. So, I know may mga nakaka-relate dito kasi for the past year, and I've been there also, I've observed na madaming lumalabas na mga HYIP, high yield investment parang programs, crypto forex, ganyan. So, ang point doon is, ito mga to, lahat siya may potential, but I wanna just jump in this idea, my dear friends. The highest risk in any investment is the investor. Okay? Definitely, merong wins yan, tumataas yan. So, kapag may tumaas, ang kalaban natin kasi is greed. Okay? So, take profit. So, you wanna really center on your purpose, ba't ka naglagay? And at least get yung capital mo or more, definitely, because when I really reflected and contemplated on my losses, ako din, I've also lost money in mga ganong programs. And sabi nila, 'di ba, the experience keeps on coming up until you learn the lesson. And you don't want to be losing money, right? All the time. So, I was brought to this when I was deep into my prayer and contemplation. Sabi ko, Lord, ba't nangyari to? Di ba? Pag na-lose yung money sa mga high yield investments. I was led to this Bible verse which I want to share with you, and that is Ecclesiastes 11, 1-2. Okay, so it's in Good News Bible. It says, invest in foreign trade. One day, you'll make a profit. Invest in many places, several places even, because you'll never know when the bad luck may come. So, doon mismo in that particular Bible verse, you'll see that investment platforms are, it's simply a platform. Literally, it goes up, it goes down, right? So, ang highest risk is tayo na nag-invest, right? Kasi sometimes, tumataas na siya. Lots of times. Tumaas na siya, may profit ka na, tapos parang nagkikick in yung, ay, tataas pa siya. Diba? Tataas pa to. Ito yung potential. Parang ganun. Parang gusto mo pang palakihin yung money mo. In fact, nagdadagdag ka pa. Until, yung next verse is, because you'll never know when the bad luck may come. Until bumaba na siya. Hindi mo na naabutan. Tapos malulungkot ka. Right? So, I just want to put it out there because I know may ganong experience din yung iba sa makikinig. At the same time, so that's one. So, I just want to address yung tayo, di ba? Siyempre, in this intention na kumita ng money, 'di ba? Pakitain ng money kasi syempre pandemic, you people get into high risk speculative investments, and then nalulusaw lalo yung money, nawawala. So it cannot be kasi you cannot sustain a lifestyle like that, 'di ba? Kung puro up tapos biglang nawawala. So my message is, lalo na kung walang intrinsic value, meaning you don't really know saan siya nakalagay, right? It's just an idea. Friends, pag tumaas siya, uunahan mo na, kumbaga. Pag tumaas siya, kumuha ka na, basically. Okay? And also at the same time, forgive yourself. Okay? What you're gonna get from me, by the way, is the synthesis of life coaching, financial planning, and spiritual awakening. So, in this context, so it's not just ideas on financial planning, but in this respect, I want you to comfort yourself, okay? Kasi we are ascending. So yung feelings of guilt, shame, it didn't serve before, it will not serve now, okay? So for us to move forward, and I want to hand hold you, literally imagine me holding your hand, na there is a chance, okay? Merong opportunity. Hindi mo kailangan matakot. But, for us to be able to work this out, you have to forgive yourself. So, really pat yourself that it's okay because with high intention, gusto mong kumita, di ba? For your family, lahat tayo andun yung purpose. Pero kung sakaling nangyari na yan sa'yo, I invite you not to shut off yung heart mo to opportunities. Because that's the next that I'm gonna share about. Yung mas stable at yung makakatulog ka. Okay? So but for now, ang assignment mo, dear, is you can go to YouTube. You are in YouTube actually in this time that we're recording. So after this and before you sleep, there are forgiveness meditations for us na para mas mabilis mag-move forward, I invite you to forgive yourself. Okay? So, forgive yourself if you made not so good decisions in the past, and specifically about money, right? Because it's okay. You're human. No matter how magaling. Kasi at the same time, I want to invite you also that with humility, let go of your ego self, my dear. Kasi usually, yun din ang kalaban. May ego, right? Na parang, uy, ang galing-galing kong tao, tapos na-scam ako. Ganon, ganon eh. Di na, kaya ka nga napunta dun, di ba? Kasi, mataas yung intention mo, pero yung platform lang, mali. Right? So, it is not about you. Forgive yourself. No? So, let go of that ego self. Kasi hindi din siya nakaka-serve. Okay? So, forgive and then, let go. Actually, powerful din po itong awareness that I'm bringing in to you to forgive yourself. And there are also meditations on letting go of your ego self. Okay? So, because the more you let go of your ego, of your 3D, itong lower vibrational programming that we were accustomed to, the easier it is for you to ascend. Okay? So, the next natin na pag-uusapan is I wanna catch naman itong friends natin na hindi nag-i-invest. Okay? So, if you find yourself na nandito ka, na sobrang ultra-conservative, yung sobrang may fear, ganon, or, hindi ko alam yan eh. And this happens, my dear friends, whether you're a magaling na professional, diba? I've encountered people like this, and madami. Kasi, diba, if you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a professional, you are definitely good in what you're doing. So, kumbaga, you don't have to be all of that. Hindi mo kailangan sobrang spread or magpaka PhD level ka sa investments para to understand the idea that whether you invest or not, you save or not, merong inflation. Okay? So, if we're talking about sustainability of lifestyle, you wanna incorporate there yung pagtaas ng inflation. So, my news to you, my fellow Filipinos, is here in the Philippines, it's 4 to 5% in the last 20 years. Meaning, kung meron kang 100,000, walang kalaban-laban, dear. Ang purchasing power niyan, if you impute in yung pagtaas ng gasolina, ng bigas, alam mo yun, ng mga pagkain, ng mga goods in general, yung 100,000 mo, ang purchasing power niya is 96,000 at 4%. Okay? So, sa simpleng 1,000, it's minus 4%. So, nagiging 900 or 960 pesos yung pambayad mo. No wonder, 'di ba, yung dating 1,000 pesos na pinambibili mo ng grocery, ngayon, dati madami-dami pa siya sa cart, ngayon mas onti na lang kasi may inflation. Tumataas yung presyo ng goods and services. Okay? So, like before, 'di ba, if you think about if we ask our parents, yung bigas dati, sabi nga ng mom ko, 2 pesos. Tapos naging 13 pesos. Ako literally, ang naabutan ko, 25. I was in my 20s then, I think, or high school. 1990s, 25. Ngayon, magkano? 55. Right? That is inflation. So, I want to make sense to you that these are also things that you also want to incorporate, when you do your financial planning. Kasi, ikwento ko na rin sa inyo pala. My mission, I'm on a mission to help self-leaders like you embrace your purpose and prosperity, have dignity amidst uncertainty, invest wisely. So, itong part na to that we're talking is gonna concentrate on that, invest wisely. But it's just one part. And to turn your income to a lasting legacy. And the vision of this sharing and the work that I do is really to contribute to a more prepared generation. You know how globally, merong phenomenon na nangyayari. Ang tawag doon is sandwich generation. The generation living now, of course, with respect to mga previous generations natin, they give us, 'di ba, the best way they know how. So, I would put this as, alam mo yung yung parang kay Tony Stark. I love that conversation. Alam mo yung kay Avengers, yung daddy niya, may pinamana sa kanyang, 'di ba, yung suit, si Jarvis ba yun, ganon. Tapos, na hologram ng daddy niya. So, sabi niya, I'm passing on to you itong project na to because I am limited in my generation. Okay? Yung access to resources is limited in my generation, so I'm passing this on to you. So, right now, ito din yung theme nito. Right now is sandwich generation. Based on results, the generation living now takes care of, or have to think about, paano if their previous generation, parents, grandparents, magkasakit. Diba? So, they also provide, parang may provision for that. And then, at the same time, they also take care of the next generation of kids or mga nephews and nieces. Do you feel this? Do you align with it? Do you see it happening? Right? So, because, basically, ganon. And the message and the vision of this sharing, or the work that I do really in financial planning, is to contribute to a more prepared generation so that we can be the next and the beautiful thing here is we have access and tools that are available now that weren't available before. Okay, so this is really a good time to look at these opportunities. And I know that this will serve you definitely, because you watching this means you have that gut feeling. You want to make it better. You want to prepare, diba? Be pandemic proof or recession proof na planning. Okay? So, let's jump into that. So, this second type naman are for people who wants to make money work for them, but at the same time, may fear din or parang, hindi ko siya alam masyado, di ba? Hindi ko gamay ang investment. So, let me handhold you. I want to really hold your hand in this. So, ang good news ko, my dear friends, we are all connected. We are all connected, diba? So I don't want to keep this information to myself. I want you to be able to grasp this, and then we can collaborate. Let's connect for a 20-minute call so I can also help you. Why? As I mentioned, the opportunities before, the opportunities now, there are opportunities now na hindi available before. Okay? So, I'm talking about access to global investments. So, most of us here, most likely, yung iba, meron ditong may VL funds, right? Meron ditong may mutual funds, may UITFs. You may be invested in local markets naman. Okay? So, isama natin dito sa second type nitong dinidescribe ko are people na conservative. Maybe you're not investing, you're putting all of your money in the bank, or maybe you have some form naman of investment products in your portfolio na low risk, di ba? You are in bonds, you are in VL na may equity din maybe, pero nakalagay sa local funds. So, I want to invite you to look at this, no? In 2020, nag-drop ang market because of the pandemic, right? Nag-close yung, sabi mag-lockdown, right? So, that happened in March, and then dulo ng April was the drop of the market. So, in yung Philippine market natin, hindi pa siya totally nakaka-recover. It is projected to recover by 2020, dulo ng 2020. And next year, meron tayong elections. May election period pa, right? So, basically, yung graph niya, ganyan. Hindi pa siya nakaka-super recover, right? At the same time, what's happening dun sa global markets? And I'm talking about US, top 1% in the world, which is, let's say, Amazon, ito, Facebook, diba? Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, these companies, my dear, ang taas na ng graph niya. Naka-recover na siya. In fact, I wanna really make it simple. Yung American Growth Fund that I'm so excited to share at this time, bounced back from a negative 31%, diba, nung April, it ended the year with 12.98%. So do you see that? In 1 year's time, it was already able to bounce back. And 12.98 means it can be, right, an avenue where you can beat inflation na 4%. So that's really what my message for you is to have a strategy where you can have a short term and long term. Tawag nito, short term, long term na strategy. Short term, of course, yung mga gagamitin mo, yung gusto mo pang shopping, yung pangkain ninyo, di ba, if you have projects within a year or 1 to 2 years, magpapakasal ka, you're having your house renovated, short-term projects, definitely just put it in the bank, right? But if you want your money to grow, you can also put it in types where it can beat inflation. Okay? Ang juicy part nito, sa lahat na sinasabi ko, right? So I'm gonna, by the way, I'm gonna invite you. So I'll be holding a webinar to put graphs into this and to put visuals to it. But when you put money in the top 1% in the world, okay, and specifically I'm talking about US funds, you know that the index of US, if you put money in US index funds, you win 73% of the time. That is higher than when you put yourself in sa casino, right? Kung red yan o sa pula sa puti. Right? So it's higher when you invest in US stocks. At the same time, meron siyang intrinsic value. So, if you put this very simply, ito yung juicy part na to, it is now available. So, that's the work that I do with my clients. We have a program I want to share it with you. It's invest to spend. So, meron kaming 1 to 3 year to 5 year program. Right now na pandemic, di ba, yung money mo na dapat pang travel, nakatabi siya, right? And especially if you have some form of income pa rin, right? So, ang project namin is invest to spend. So, we have a short-term, long-term project. Yung short-term, I want them to experience gains ng money. Okay, so the very reason I fell in love with investing is because I take profit. So that's one of the things that I want to handhold you with. I want you to experience taking profit. So we'll do that in the short term. So imagine, meron kang 100,000 ngayon. O ilagay mo lang, simple. And then, you know that you can sleep soundly at night kasi nakalagay yan sa FB. Nakalagay yan siya sa Amazon. Diba? Nakalagay siya sa companies na may intrinsic value. So, hindi ito yung first kong dinescribe na high yield na walang intrinsic value. Okay? So, when it earns, kasi right now, as we speak, it's doing 33%. And maybe, you're missing out on that opportunity. Maybe hindi mo nga siya natunugan. But I don't want na hindi mo siya alam. 'Di ba? I don't want you to not have access to this because ayokong puro parang sad. I want to celebrate wins. I want to celebrate wins with you. And this is the type of conversations that we have been doing and that we are excited to do with the clients that I have and the people that I work with. Okay, so I want to share with you. So imagine mo, 100,000, it earns 20-30%. That's 20 to 30,000, right? So, in the short term, meaning after pandemic, yun nga lang may bagong variant ngayon, di ba, si Omicron. But after pandemic, yung pang shopping mo, may dagdag ka na pang shopping mo, yung travel mo, may dagdag ka ng shopping fee. May shopping, pocket money. Okay? So, yun, mga ganon. So, short term meaning, kukunin natin siya. I want you to experience profit. Okay? Tapos, yun yung short term. And then definitely, iba din yung sa long term. Long term is to encourage you definitely to see yourself and to make sure na you land doon sa gusto mo, 'di ba? Na comfortable retirement, dignified, 'di ba? Na hindi tayo pabigat sa next generation natin. Because I'm sure yun din naman ang vision mo, 'di ba? You're not working or you're not making so much effort to make money now just so when you grow older is para maging pabigat sa kids. No, right? You're working, you're making money now so that you can sustain a lifestyle for your family so that you can still continue to provide, right? And to have that dignity. So actually, sabi ko nga ang financial planning, mga insurance, investments, na 1990s ang tawag sa kanya is financial security. To me, it's not anymore just security. Seriously, it's dignity. Right? Lahat tayo magagaling na tao. Imagine mo, ang galing-galing mo sa work mo, ang galing mong person. Literally, di ba? Na may mga kung ano-ano pa tayong letters after our name. But really, isang sakit. Pwede maubos lahat ng mga efforts natin, di ba? So, at least, that's another part to it, di ba? Yung preparing, basically. So that we don't fall into that parang, yung cycle there. We don't fall to that cycle na magkakamani, tapos nawawala sa magkakamani. So, at least, kung may mga downtimes, di ba, 20-30 years from now, kung magkaroon ng next recession or next pandemic, meron kang natabi. Kasi you've seen it happen now, so you wanna strategize. Okay? So, basically, itong short-term, long-term that I'm talking about, just to give you comfort, you can start that. Even with just 5,000 pesos. Okay? Even with 5,000 pesos, you can have access to these funds that I'm talking about, to FB, Amazon, Microsoft, ito mga top companies in the world. So, and this is available both for UITF and BL, basically. So, I have that program that I'm doing, and it is custom fit to the person really. Ano yung intention niya? Ano yung gusto niya? Because one of the things also that I've identified is people get into investment pero hindi nila alam kung kailan sila mag-go out, right? So, I want to be able to celebrate na yung wins mo, ma-actualize mo. Alam mo yun? To really own that story na kumita ka. So basically ganon. Just to share with you, kasi syempre hindi nyo naman alam, no? Ikukwento ko na rin sa inyo. I've been in I want to share with you pala myself as an investor. Okay? So, I fell in love with investment since 21. So, I've been in the investment space for 16 years. And I love this idea of delayed gratification. So when you invest, ang tawag doon is delayed gratification. Basically, instead na i-gratify mo na yung self ngayon, bibili ka na ng items ngayon, tinatabi mo siya for the hope na mas tumaas siya, right? And you know, itong concept that I've been doing since that time. So since 21, kwento ko na rin sa inyo, ang exposure ko is, well, I have definitely insurances. I have endowment funds. So, mula 21 dirha, yung endowment fund ko, nag-mature siya this year, nung July. So, imagine mo, that's ang tagal na panahon, di ba? Parang 16 years. 10 years to pay yon, tapos 5 years to mature. So, right now, may nag-mature akong policy. So, naka-help siya, di ba? Pang bayad ng mortgages, pang bili ng other investments, kasi yun ang mahilig ako. So, yan, insurance, endowment funds. I also have VL, definitely. I also have local stocks. I'm also in eToro. And right now na may mga crypto, I also have crypto assets, definitely. I am in Binance. Meron akong decentralized finance. I also make money in Forex, yung pa-opera ko, kita kayo ng Forex. Yung down payment namin sa condo namin in Makati is kita siya ng VL ko when I was parang kita siya 10 years ago. So, you know, yun ang beauty. I just wanna tell you or actually paint the picture that itong effort mo ngayon, may reward siya. May reward siya. Meaning, when you are in need of the money. Example, meron kang project, di ba? Meron kang makukuhang fund. And that is, sabi ko itong kinikwento ko to, very practical. Especially for us na adulting. Do you agree? Kasi, life has a way of, okay ka, tapos biglang, may kailangan ka you're gonna be in need of something, di ba? Or, meron kang changes in your life that you need kailangan mo ng panggastos. So literally, habang malakas, I invite you na itabi siya. So that, kapag nangailangan ka, or yun nga, katulad niya, may gusto mong bumili ng kotse, gusto mong bumili ng condo, gusto mong mag-gift, you can use yung nag-earn mo na money. And in this time, literally, especially for us who loves our family. And ako, I love my secretaries. Alam mo ba yung isa kong investment? This is REIT fund. Yung 50,000 ko sa kanya noong 2018, it was at 74 last year. Diba? Ang laking bagay. Because nung time na bumaba yung market, yung time na nag-lockdown, sabi ko, for us, 'di ba? People who depend on us, business owners, you're an entrepreneur, may pinapasweldo ka. It's also nice na meron kang nakatabi na fund. Otherwise, pag nanghina ka, kawawa naman yung mga taong nakadepend sa'yo. Do you agree? So, yung fund na yun, even when business was not doing so well, kumuha ako sa fund na yun. So, in this time of pandemic, mula last year, 2020 to 2021, ngayon, ang laking bagay na may mga naitabi before kasi yun din yung pwede mong pagkuhanan. So, I've seen this play out sa mga andami namin na policy holders at investors na kailangan nila ng money for whatever purpose nila. Right? So, malaking bagay na may mapagkukuhanan. Okay? So, again, reach out to me. I'll help you come up with a magandang plan for you. And, so, basically, ito yung strategy ng short-term, long-term investing. And, of course, what you're really gonna get from me, bilang I'm in the financial services profession for 14 years, and is actually the strategy Okay? So, yung strategies, how you can implement it na napasok for you. Okay? So, we'll make it custom fit for you. So, again, you have access to that. Ang juicy access to that is just 5,000 pesos. And, ang cute na actually, ang UITF, alam nyo ba? If may kailangan ka sa money. Kasi yun yung next question na parang, oy, Rina, pandemic, paano kung I'm in need of the money? Kaya nga, yung strategy ko ay short term, long term. Meron tayong pang long term, pang retirement mo, pero we will allow some part of your savings na short term. Kasi ang minimum is just 30 days. Okay? 30 days. Imagine. So, ibig sabihin, paano ka lang nasa bank? Oh, by the way, alam nyo ba, I'm not sure if pumupunta kayo sa bank lately o puro online banking. When you go to the bank, ang regular savings as of October 1, 2021 ay bumaba na lalo. It's not anymore 0.0125. It's 0.0009 or 6. Meaning, actual to, ang 250,000 pesos sa regular savings earns 75 pesos. Tapos meron ka pang 20% withholding tax. Okay? 15 pesos. So, ang actual gains of the 250,000 is 60 pesos. But understand, again, may inflation. Diba? 4 to 5%. So, ang 0.000 something, ang layo, diba? Doon sa inflation na 4%. So, ang actual, dito sa kinikwento ko na fund, is ang 250,000 at 33% performance is actually did 84,000. Do you see that? 84,000 versus 64 pesos. Yun, that's maybe what you are missing if hindi natin inintindi itong concepts na to, right? Yung same money mo, and you don't need to put a lot. I want you to experience this nang kung anong comfortable ka, and then because in neuroscience, okay, this is how we're just gonna do this, okay? In neuroscience, what is in your subconscious mind, what is familiar is positive. Okay? So if you have not invested before, hindi siya familiar, so takot ka. So I want to handhold you to experience it nang comfortable ka. Yung kahit anong maliit na amount you have, so that when you have that win, right? Imagine mo simpleng 10,000. Kung yun yung carry mo na gusto mo experiment. Pag kumita siya ng 1 to 2,000, that means that's 10 to 20% na beat mo ng inflation, may kita pa yung money mo. Mag-withdraw tayo. Right? Mag-withdraw tayo. Withdrawin mo siya. Yun na yung pambili mo sa online shopping. Para masasabi mo na, oh, yung kita ng money ko, ay yung pinag-shopping ko, kita ng money ko. Right? So, I want you to experience this wins. So, as you do that, you can become comfortable so that you can keep on winning. Right? So, as you do that, you become the light then to others. Right? So, help me help us, in this vision of a more prepared generation. So, more prepared. So, I don't want you losing your money, all of your money, yung retirement money nyo, or yung savings mo, to high yield investments na pwedeng mawala. Na kumikita, yes, pero pwedeng mawala. Yes, you can do that, okay? But come on. Let's guide you. Let's empower your money to something na may intrinsic value. So, yun yung gusto kong really to share with you in this time that we're together. Okay? So, I know you feel my love Because that's the intention of why I'm sharing this. Because I've been serving maliit lang na group. At happy kami, okay? Happy kami sa makita ng mga fund. So, and of course, itong clients ko din actually, nakikita ko, they've been sharing it in their wall. Ito mga sinishare ko. So, limited ang capacity ko as a mom. Alam niyo yan, kasi you are also parents in this time. Limited yung capacity ko as a mom ng 3 kids and we don't have yaya. So, reach out to me. Okay? So, we're gonna really make this simple and brief, and it just takes 20-minute call. So, let's have that discovery call. I'll just leave a link ng Calendly. Also, I'll also leave the link for the UITF if super busy ka and okay, this makes sense, and okay, lagay na nga lang ako. So, you can just also go through that link and then put in your, diba, minimum 5,000 or 10,000 or amount. I tried it yesterday. Kakalagay ko lang ng 100. Sabi ko, ang dali lang pala. So, ikukwento ko na rin sa inyo pala. So, I'll leave a link. Itong UITF, ang ginawa ko lang, clinic ko siya using that link. So, nag-toggle along ako. Nilagyan ko lang ng, anong tawag dun? Name, birthday. Ang kailangan mo lang is ID, valid ID mo, and then a billing statement na nagre-reflect yung address mo. So, I had it ready in my phone. Tapos dun sa part na yun, in-upload ko yung ID ko, in-upload ko yung billing statement, and then, it goes to the page. So, meron dong bills payment. Clinic ko yung bills payment, it gave me already a CIF number. So, I went to my online banking. So, specifically, pinili ko kasi yung time na yun, BDO. So, ang ginawa ko lang, in-enroll ko siya. So, kinuha ko yung number ko and I enrolled it. Sinulat ko UITF. Parang ganon. Tapos, in-upload ko siya. And then, I went to bills payment. Diba sa online banking may bills payment? I went to bills payment and then transfer ko na yung fund. Tapos, in-screenshot ko. And then, I also, what do you call this? I went to transact, subscription, in-upload siya, and then it went through na. Ganon lang siya ka-simple. So, you can also do that. Of course, if you have more time, connect with me para we can also strategize for you. Okay? So, that's free, by the way. Free ang discovery call. Well, I just gave there the available times. If you have, if different yung time mo. Oh, by the way, if you're looking at this and you are a foreigner, I hope makatch mo, I'm speaking in Tagalog, but I know you're able to catch it because I have clients who are foreigners, by the way. So, itong UITF, this is something that is accessible to even foreigners. Okay, to Europeans, Indians, Singaporeans, Australians, Hong Kong, and so you can connect with me as well. It's just my name, Rina Moreno Bañez, in Messenger there. Okay, so we'll just see, and this is available in dollars as well. Okay, so for dollars it's just a minimum $100. Okay, so let's connect, and Merry Christmas, and yeah, feel my love. I'm sending you my love and sending you joy, love, peace, hope, and send you healing love and healing energy. Thank you for spending time with me.